Hello everyone. Through this video, I wish to explain a few concepts regarding electrochemistry. Electrochemistry is a branch of science which deals with the chemical applications of electricity. With a wide knowledge of electrochemical principles, you can be able to know how electricity is used to carry out chemical reactions and how electrical energy is generated using electrolytes and electrodes. Alan Bott is the father of modern electrochemistry. To have an idea about electrolytic conductance and transference, we should know some important and basic terms with respect to it. Conductors. They are substances which pass current. Example, metals, graphite. Insulators. They are substances which does not pass current. Example, plastics, glass, etc. Electrode. An electrode is a metallic rod where charge or potential is developed. Electrode can be of two types. They are anode and cathode. Anode and cathode. The electrode connected to the positive terminal of the battery is called anode, and the electrode connected to the negative terminal of the battery is called cathode. Electrolytes. They are substances capable of conducting electricity when fused or dissolved in water. Example, sodium chloride, hydrochloric acid, potassium nitrate, etc. Ions. They are charged particles of matter, that is, either positive charge or negative charge. Example, NaCl. Here, Na possesses positive charge and Cl possesses negative charge. In the formation of sodium chloride, sodium atom loses one electron of the valence shell to chlorine atom and acquires a negative charge, giving Cl minus ions. The flow of electricity is nothing but the migration of electrons. Example, flow of electricity through sodium chloride in fused state or dissolved state results in migration of ions through the oppositely charged electrodes. The positive ions migrate towards the cathode and are called cations, and the negative charge migrate towards the anode and are called anions. Electrolysis. The separation of ions by the passage of electricity through a solution of electrolyte is called electrolysis. Example, the decomposition of water into hydrogen and oxygen by means of electric current. Now, let us discuss about the types of conduction, that is, those in which electricity passes through without producing a chemical change, and those in which electricity causes a chemical reaction. Conduction is of two types, namely metallic conduction and electrolytic conduction. First one, metallic conduction. Metallic conduction is nothing but the flow of electrons, and this type of conduction occurs in metals. The flow of electricity through a copper wire is an example of metallic conduction. Metals generally have low ionization energies because of the electrons in the outer shell. That is, valence electrons can be relatively taken out easily. This is due to the weak bonding of valence electrons in metals. Second one, electrolytic conduction. In electrolytic conduction, on the other hand, electricity flows not by the movement of free electrons, but by the migration of ions carrying the positive charge and negative charges towards the oppositely charged electrodes. Since ions are charged particles of matter, their migration involves not only flow of electricity but also transport of matter from one part of the system to another. This explains why the flow of electricity in an electrolyte results in chemical reaction at the electrodes. Mechanism of electrolytic conduction. The mechanism of flow of electricity through an electrolytic solution involving migration of ions and chemical reactions may be explained by taking a typical example. Consider a cell containing an aqueous solution of sodium chloride. It has two electrodes of platinum connected to the terminals of the battery. Besides Na plus and Cl minus ions, which are present in large amounts, there are some hydrogen and hydroxyl ions furnished by slight dissociation of water. When the circuit is closed, chlorine appears as a gas at the anode and hydrogen at the cathode, whereas sodium hydroxide is formed in the solution. As the circuit is closed, electrons enter the solution through the cathode and combine with H+ ions to give neutral monoatomic hydrogen. Two such atoms combine to form molecular hydrogen, which exhales as gas. At the same time, electrons leave the solution as a result of the discharge of chlorine ions at the anode, each ion furnishing one electron in becoming an atom. Two such atoms combine to form molecular chlorine, which escapes as gas. The electrons furnished by chlorine flow through the external circuit from the anode to the battery. The net result of the movement of the ions in the solution is a flow of electrons from the cathode to the anode. Each ion carries a part of the current, and this contributes its share of the flow of current. Thus, to the formation of sodium hydroxide, it will be readily understood from the figure that as hydrogen ions are discharged at the cathode and Cl- ions at the anode, there remains excess of OH- ions and Na+ ions in the solution. When evaporated, the solution deposits crystals of sodium hydroxide. Thus, current is carried by Na+ and OH- ions, which are present in large excess, but the ions discharged are H+ and OH-. Both the H+ and OH- ions are derived from water, and NaOH remains as the same. Comparison between metallic conduction and electrolytic conduction. In metallic conduction, conduction is due to the flow of electrons, but in electrolytic conduction, the conduction is due to the flow of ions. In metallic conduction, the flow of electricity takes place without the decomposition of the substance. But in electrolytic conduction, the flow of electricity takes place with the decomposition of the substance. In metallic conduction, conductivity decreases with increase in temperature. There, conductivity increases with increase in temperature. In metallic conduction, resistance offered by the conductor is due to vibrating kernels. But in electrolytic conduction, resistance offered by the conducting electrolyte is due to interionic attraction. In metallic conduction, only physical changes takes place. But in electrolytic conduction, both physical and chemical changes takes place. In metallic conduction, movement of matter does not take place. But in electrolytic conduction, movement of matter takes place. The example of metallic conduction, metals, graphite, etc. And the example of electrolytic conduction, solution of acids, bases and salts in water, fused or molten salts, and so on. Thank you.